Hello you guys, Fabio coming back with another video. What I want to talk about in this video is why I choose to pick up more of my clients, my customers in the suburban areas versus the urban areas, okay? To simplify this, number one, urban areas or metropolitan areas always haggle over price. They're very cheap, they don't want to pay, or when they pay, they don't want to pay on time. So we have a lot of problems in more metropolitan or more urban areas, opposed to going to like the suburban areas of your area, right? They'll a lot of times pay on time, they don't haggle you over the price, and you can generally upsell more, okay? Whereas, and this is just from my experience, whereas in the city or any major metropolitan area, when you go to upsell them, they say, yeah, I'll think about it, or, we don't need it right now. I don't find that to be as prevalent when I go to the suburbs. They say, well, when can we do it? When can we get it set up? When can we get started? Right? So, again, there's a reason why I tend to tell, especially people in my coaching, to go out in the suburbs because there's more money there and they're willing to pay, and generally speaking, willing to pay on time. Okay? So even with my marketing, for an example, we do a lot of, I call it like my little street team, where we go out and we pass out the flyer cards or the postcards, right? So let's say we at Walmart or we at Home Depot or whatever little box store, right? Instead of going to a box store that's in the immediate metropolitan area, we go like far out in the suburban areas, because we know once we put this on this link, once we put this card on this Cadillac, the chances of them calling us because they need carpet cleaning services, they need disinfection service, or COVID cleaning, they need, whatever the case is, right? Whether it's a private owner or residential, whether it's a business, the chances of them calling us back is very, very high, right? And then a lot of times you can customize a program to fit their need, and they'll be willing to pay the price, okay? So I tell a lot of people this all the time, that start out in the suburban areas when you're looking for your contracts. I don't care if it's a dentist office, a chiropractor, a church, I don't care what it is. Start off in your immediate outside suburban areas and then bring it back to the city, okay? Not saying that suburbs don't, complain about price, but generally speaking, whatever you charge them, for the most part, they're willing to pay it, okay? At least from my experience dealing with my business, and I made a ton of money this way. So I'm telling you guys what I know. Start out in the suburban areas and then bring it back to the more metropolitan urban setting, okay? If that makes sense to you guys. Even with your marketing. So if you're marketing, you're doing, let's say cold calling, or you're going door to door, or you're passing out flyers, okay? You want to go out in the suburb first, to start there first, and then bring it back to the city, okay? I would say go 5 miles west of you, suburb, 5 miles north of you, suburb, 5 miles south of you, suburb, and 5 miles east of you, suburb. And then you kick it out to 10 miles and 15 miles each way, okay? And then bring it back to the city, guys, okay? The chances of you picking up more contracts is very, very high this way, because that's where the money is, right? They're willing to pay the ticket. They understand what it means to have a clean home, or what it means to have a clean business, what it means to have a COVID-free building or a COVID-free home, right? Whereas in the city, they'll pay it, but a lot of times they want you to do all of this work for this little money, right? Or they want to throw some add-ons, or they want you to do something extra, or they complain a lot, or they're in the way, right? And this is just through my experience, okay? So I'm trying to help you guys where you can kind of get more bigger money and get it quickly. And I feel like the best way to do that is going to the suburbs first and then working your way back to the city, okay? You want to establish that rapport, okay? You want to have, I like to tell people in my coaching, once you get in the building, you get situated, you get set up in the building, right? You want to work, at least 90 to 120 days in before you begin to try to upsell them something. You don't want to come in with the idea that, okay, immediately, as soon as I clean this for the first few weeks or so, or 6 weeks in, or 7 weeks in, 8 weeks in, I'm trying to upsell them a COVID cleaning or a COVID fogging program, or I'm trying to upsell them a window cleaning service, or whatever the case is. You want to establish that relationship with them, and that's with any customer. But you definitely want to start establish that relationship with them before you get to trying to upsell more. That's where the bigger money gonna come in at, by the way. So when you hear me say, oh, I made buku money, I made a ton of money, most of the extra money that I get, or the money the massive money that I get, is from the upselling a carpet cleaning program, or upselling a window cleaning program. If I see that they have a pest control problem, we have vendors for that. I upsell them that, right? So upselling other service outside. If you need VCT floor care, right? If you see that they need maybe a coat of wax or two on the floor, right? You can peep that and say, oh, I see that they need, a stripping and waxing job done, right? You don't want to hurry up. You just kind of make a mental note of that or write it down. But when the time comes is when you want to sell that service. You don't want to come in trying to sell, right? You won't get it, and it won't seem genuine, okay? As far as you having them as a client, and they'll feel some type of way about it, okay? So you want to kind of at least be in there, I would say 3 to 4 months, so about 90 to 120 days, okay, before you even think about trying to upsell any other service, okay? And that's with any account. Now, to go back to marketing material, guys, real quick, while it's on my mind, flyers, postcards, door hangers, whatever, do not place them in businesses. That do not work anymore. People just take that stuff and throw it on the ground. You want to physically try to just give it to somebody. Or like I say, if you're out at Lowe's, or you're out at Home Depot, you're out at Walmart, you're out at a Target, any box store, you at like a little plaza, and let's say you're out in the suburbs of your town, take that door hanger or that flyer, that postcard, whatever you have, and put it on the door of the vehicle. That way, not saying that they won't throw it on the ground, but the chances of them taking it off and kind of looking at it and evaluating it, once they on their way home, or they get home, they might need this particular service. The chances of them calling, especially in the suburb, guys, I'm telling you what I know. I get a lot of callbacks from our marketing. A lot has to do with what you say on there, right? So the copy, what you say on the actual advertisement, the pressure points, right? You want to have something that you want to have an irresistible offer. You want to have something that jump out at them. So that's gonna, be like the main reason why they call you. But again, the placement of it is you want to kind of put it right there between the rubber and the window of the driver's door, okay? I never put it on the passenger side. Just always put one card on the driver's door. And you heard me talk about this in the past, but it's still prevalent today. But like I said, you want to start 5 miles east, west, north, and south of you. May go out 10 miles east, north, west, south of where you stay if you're in the urban setting. If you're already in a suburb and that's where you live, start in your immediate suburb area, right? Go to Walmart or go to these different places. If you're going door to door, you got some door hangers. You want to sell a fogging system or a one-time cleaning program or whatever service you're trying to sell to them. If you go door to door, the chances of you getting that job is very, very high, okay? Even if they tell you no today, that don't mean it's no forever. You do want to follow up in maybe another 2 months or so, okay? You want to send them a mailer, okay? Send it out, or you can kind of come back around, right? If you're going to go door to door. But I would probably suggest once they decline you, once you go door to door, and this is if it's a resident or even a business. And again, we're in the suburb now. We're talking about the immediate suburb area. I would probably suggest that you send them a mailer after your first visit, okay? If you don't get anything back from that, you kind of wait, give it about a week or so, you wait, and then you want to follow it up with a phone call, okay? You got to be persistent, okay? So don't be annoying, but be persistent, okay? It's a difference. So again, if you guys want to drum up new business, again, and you're in an urban setting or you're in a metropolitan setting, like you're in the Chicago area, right? Then you want to start out 5 north, 5 west, 5 south, 10 north, 10 west, 10 south, right? You want to hit your suburban areas of Chicago. If you're in Milwaukee, same thing. You want to hit 5 miles north, south. You get where I'm going, right? So you want to kind of go to the suburb areas of those areas and start there, then bring it back to Chicago, bring it back to Milwaukee, okay? I feel like you have a better chance that way. And again, your marketing material, don't go leaving them in these box stores. Don't leave them in Walmart. Don't leave them in Lowe's. Don't leave them in Home Depot. Don't leave them in Target. Don't just place a stack of business cards or a pack of flyers wherever, again, because you're going to come back and they're all going to be gone. If you can, you want to try to put them in the hand of somebody or make it more personal. Like I say, you put it on the door where the glass and the rubber meet. When you roll your window down, you kind of stick it right there, and they'll be able to get it that way. Or if you're going door to door to the business, you can leave a door hanger right there, right? So obviously when the business owner come and they open up the building or whatever, they'll see the door hanger, give you a call. I find that to work better, if I'm being honest, with homeowners than I do with business owners, okay, with actual business. So if you can help it, try to see them, go inside and talk to the reception, and, give you a spill about, you're trying to drum up new business, you're new to the area, you're expanding in this area, you go in, you introduce yourself, then that's when you give them the postcard or you give them the flyer, okay? And that can work in the replacement of a business card if you don't have a business card or you haven't made business cards, okay? So again, you can still leave the door hangers on the business door, but I feel like it's more effective with homeowners versus business owners. With business owners, you tend to want to give them that. I feel like your response is a lot higher if you just give them the postcard or you give them the door hanger, right? I feel like the chances of them to call you back and do business with you is very high, okay? And everything that I'm giving you guys is stuff that I do. So, I mean, I don't care what you see on YouTube, other places. This is kind of what I do and what's working for me. So there's no reason why it shouldn't work for you, okay? So once again, guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I'm coming back with another video. Like I said, I want to try to knock these videos out, give you guys as much new content as possible. Some of the stuff you're gonna hear me say that I've talked about years ago and stuff like that, because we still implement that stuff to this day. If it's working, we're not gonna fuss about it. We're not gonna change it as long as it's working, right? But the worst case scenario is we're gonna add on to it and make it better. So that's what I want. That's my goal. That's what I want to do with these videos and helping you guys grow your business, hopefully to the next six-figure business, okay? Six-figure commercial cleaning or residential cleaning service. That's going to do it for now. Again, like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate you guys. If you have any questions, you can always leave them down in the comment section. If you want to be a little bit more intimate and you want to talk to me directly, or you don't want to leave it on the comment section, then you can always email me at hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. That's hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. Serve is SERV. It also will be in the description, so you can kind of get the link from there too. As far as the email is concerned, the only person that can ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. Take care, guys.